Hello and welcome, folks. Yeah, I didn't feel like recording a second full-on video today, but I still gotta put in some more work hours this week, so I figured this was a good compromise. I'll talk about what we're doing in a second. Evening, Gecko Gamer. Gecko Gamer, I just recorded your One Punch Man deck. It is live to YouTube members now, and will be coming out on the 21st for everyone else. It did the thing, to say the least, without many spoilers. Maddie, I think I've got like 4 dealer's choices in the queue. I only have 2 real decks in the queue. The queue is pretty light right now, so we're gonna brew both of them today on stream. Angel Baka. What is on the menu is that I have been asked to brew Enchantress with one of 2 cards. I need to either play Knights of the Round, which makes an ungodly number of tokens, and then ultimately makes them all huge, or summon Bahamut. And the reason I wanted to brew this on stream is because, damn, it is a hard sell to play Enchantress right now in Legacy. If we go back like many years to when Enchantress was playable, the whole reason you played Enchantress is that it was good versus the blue decks because you just accumulated so many cards and enchantments were so hard to take off the board once they resolved that you would almost always win those matches. And current Legacy is I don't know, probably north of 50% combo metagame online as of right now. So I need to figure out, like, how on earth can we make an Enchantress deck that can keep up in this world? Johnny, I didn't do Thor Beans. I think that was Bosch and Roll. So this deck, minus the 2 8-drops over here, is the only Enchantress deck on MTG Top 8 in the 2026 calendar year. And it was from the middle of last month in what I suspect was a small local level event. Look, we could make a laundry list of all the things that are bad that have happened for like Legacy Enchantress, but we've got places to be today. So I don't know that that's a good idea. Gecko Gamer, thank you very much for supporting my work via becoming a YouTube member. Enjoy early access to all of my videos, including the one that you donated for. So we can take pretty wide berth here in terms of changing this shell. And what I'm wondering is, how do we make it so that it is reasonable to do an 8-drop in Enchantress? Either one of these can just be cast off a Sacrosanctum. The mana cost is not totally crazy. It's just regular levels of crazy. The question is, how are we not dying to Reanimator, Doomsday, and Fantasticar and One Ring stuff along the way? Um, let me see what I put in my original notes. So Mark was our donor and just said tier 3 Enchantress with either Knights of the Round or Bahamut. So if you have Enchantress related things that could make these cards reasonable, like we can talk. Yeah, Academy Rector is something that I can think about. I would like to stay in the Enchantress ballpark if possible. It just might not be possible. And the thing about Academy Rector is like, this is what I would want to do. Not Suppression Field. Oh, I've already got one on screen. So I could like try to be a solitary confinement deck. I could try to be replenish enchantments. That's not crazy. All right. Let's go grab my shrines deck list. Because that was doing replenish style stuff. Do. There we go. I actually was going to need this deck list anyway because we were going to run shrines back for the channel, and I was going to adjust that anyway. Oh, I don't remember what privileged position is. I haven't heard that name in a hot minute. This is the yeah. We don't need that. So as far as self-mill goes, or enchantment stuff, we have Malevolent Rumble, Ripples of Undeath, and Commune with the Gods. Let's just kind of get rid of all this stuff. And it doesn't need to be bird anymore either. I can just like probably straight up pick up wild growth if I want to ramp more. I think the self-mill angle is reasonable, and we fill the deck with very, very stupid enchantments. Let's rename this as well. So I probably do want wild growth. Let's assume that that needs to happen. And some number of very large, silly enchantments. What if we did a whole playset of those chonkers. I imagine that no matter what, we need to do this. Ripples is also an enchantment. It will trigger the Enchantress effects. I wonder if this stuff will even be the best way to continue supporting this. I need some things that I cast to get me out of the early game. All right. We're in a weird spot right now. But hear me out. What if we are ramping to replenish as the top end of this deck, and we use Thoughtseize to slow our opponent down? What does the rest of this deck look like? Not looking like I have enough creatures for Overlord to be reasonable, although I kind of want Overlord. Hello and welcome, Lim. I don't know that we're tutoring for enchantments. It feels like if I'm tutoring for anything, I want it to be replenish. The awkward thing is that Commune and Malevolent Rumble don't dig towards replenish. Ripples does. Are we a 4x Ripples deck? Like, not Bahamut. That's already in there. Like, what else falls into the stupid category of things to bring back with replenish? Bahamut is definitely one of them. I guess, hold on. I guess Knights of the Round and Bahamut are both creatures for Overlord? Beseech is a thing. Beseech is a thing. Okay, hold on. This is going to be a mana base that only its mother could love. This does let me sacrifice early things like Utopia Sprawl and Wild Growth to replenish. I am intrigued by Overlord. For sure. Let's throw a playset into the deck for now. All right, what is this attunement? No. No, I don't think so. I would like to play as many singularly good cards as possible. I think we need to do one of those saga searches again. Or not, yeah, saga searches or summon searches. Up. Let's go saga, card name, summon, colon. Hold on. Card name, summon. Is saga. Search. Oh, are you? Okay, you're it on the back. I see. I get it now. There's a bunch of kind of janky things I can do here, like summon Titan, summon Yojimbo, that are like fine. So our challenge was build an Enchantress deck with either Summon Bahamut or Knights of the Round. This is not going to be easy to cast. Summon Chocomog is a busted card. Alright, hold on. Chocomog. Maybe busted in limited. I don't see that by legacy standards. Yeah, the Esper Origins doesn't look like a crazy card. Like, it's something that I can mill over that is somewhat reasonable. Good King Mog. Lifelinks. Oh, that's neat. That makes a lot of friends. I don't know that that's right for this deck or anything, but that's kind of cool. How do we win versus combo? We're working on it. We're working on it. I think Baraglyph doesn't work. I'm gonna throw that over here, I think. I sort of feel like I don't know, is bringing a Bahamut back on, like, is that good enough? Overlord good enough with this few creatures? This doesn't quite feel right. So I currently don't think I get to casting Bahamut. I currently don't know that there's enough payoff enchantments for replenish. Like, my enchantment count is probably too low to try to do Sarah Sanctum to cast Bahamut. I could try to go a Gaia's Cradle big mana route instead of a Sarah Sanctum big mana route. We're pretty far away from either of those. Is there a One Ring Enchantress timeline anywhere? That just seems like it's working so much harder than Artifact One Ring decks, though. Like, I can Wild Growth or Utopia Sprawl to ramp into the One Ring. One Ring can Fog to try to get to big mana for something like Bahamut. Oh, absolutely everything that is on screen is mutable at this point. We're not really locked into anything. I think I like the idea of Thoughtseize being an anti-combo tool. It can also just be a Reanimator deck. Just, like, take the Reanimator shell and do Bahamut Knights of the Round style stuff. Instead of Atraxa Grizzlebrand stuff. I can still use the same sorts of cards to enable that plan. All right, just welcome back to the team, Barrowgoyf. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if instead of this stuff, we have, how about this art? 4 reanimates, 4 animate deads. We go away from this direction and we go for like mid-range Bahamut Reanimator. Commune gets to dig 5 deep for Animate Dead or Barrowgoyf or Overlord. I would need another way to maybe get creatures into the graveyard. I don't know. This is 16 ways to get creatures into the graveyard. It's just a little like slower and more resilient. This doesn't feel crazy. Yeah, the deck could pivot out of green. This gets to be an enchantment creature for Barrowgoyf purposes. I could Dark Ritual in this deck as well. We are set on nothing that is in this deck. This is very, very much all consideration. I guess what I am having trouble figuring out is, like, why would we play this instead of Reanimator? Like, why do we simply not Atraxa and Grizzlebrand and Archon of Cruelty? And I don't know that I have the answer to that. Yeah, red isn't crazy. Like, red is Fable, Faithless Looting. I don't know, Shadow of the Goblin. the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That feels very slow. All in all, we don't end up very enchantressy if we cut Bahamut. Or sorry, if we cut green. It feels like this deck has a decent chance of putting a Bahamut into play throughout the league, but can't do anything if the Bahamut gets to hand. And I think even if I add something like Dark Ritual, that's still true. Maybe this is just the wrong direction. I mean, it's possible in red we can do Fear of Missing Out and Fable. I just don't know that it's good. How do we make this like passable Bahamut Enchantress thing work? Good morning. Like, is this actually better than playing an Enchantress deck that just has a bunch of game 1 silver bullets that you can randomly mise? Where I can try to make these actually castable cards off of Sarah Sanctum. Let's follow this line for a couple of minutes. So let's say, hypothetically, I want to have a couple copies of these. I could creature specifically. Throw some of these into the sideboard. I could hypothetically go hard on hating the graveyard in game 1. Do 3 or 4 copies of Rest in Peace. Like 2 copies of Helm of Obedience. Play 1 of each Knights of the Round or Bahamut, or 2 Bahamuts. Bahamut might just be the better creature. And hedge versus graveyard-oriented decks in game 1. In the post-sideboard games, I can play like 4 Force of Vigors for the Fantasticar, specifically. I could have Elephant Grass in game 1 as a way to keep it from attacking. I don't know how in love I am with Sterling Grove. I don't have to Helm. This the current question is, if I do Enchantress, how do I have a snowball's chance in hell at beating combo decks? Shutting off Flow State and shutting off Reanimator with Rest in Peace is an angle. Suppression Field is another angle. I don't know that I want to do something like Deafening Silence. That feels like it'll kind of work against my mid-rangey aspects. I think Rest in Peace is better than Late Line of the Void in this hypothetical deck. I could also just play a bunch of singletons where if I happen to draw them in the right matchup, it wins me the game. Herald? You want me to play Herald in Enchantress? That... Hold on. We just try to turn Herald into a turn 3 play via Abundant Growth and Wild Growth. I don't hate it. So, like, change ratios here. Down 2 of these. Up 2 of these. Probably abandon that idea. Play 4 of those. Oh, Aura. No. Yeah, you're right. It's not just big enchantment. It's Aura specifically. We can use it to get our wild growths. All right. That was almost something. That's not quite going to do it. Lim, we are going for reasonable game versus combo. We are not expecting to be positive versus combo in playing Enchantress, just full stop. We just want to not embarrass ourselves too badly. Which is hard to do when trying to play Bahamut. Grey Downs, we're working on like a Reanimator or Replenish angle, and it just doesn't feel good. As it turns out, trying to brew around a 9 mana card in Legacy is really fucking hard. Deafening Silence is what you are thinking of. Like, I can just play a Deafening Silence main deck Enchantress deck. And then once you know what your opponent is doing, there is this. Like, there's a bunch of very niche enchantments you can play that have a high impact versus a specific combo card. The issue is that a lot of the Fantasticar decks are like Fantasticar Doomsday, Fantasticar Tempo, Fantasticar One Ring, where you're not just stopping one thing. It could just be, hypothetically speaking, that we do just hateful game one enchantments and intend on dragging the game on and eventually cast Bahamut. I suspect that I can't make counter magic work in this shell. I think it'll just be very awkward with the slots. The third color puts a lot of strain on the mana base. No, we're gonna have way too many colored pips to be thinking about Tron, I think. I could try to play more creatures and try to break parity on Deafening Silence. So just fully hypothetically here, go up on things that look like Destiny Spinner. And then playing Deafening Silence game one as a called shot versus combo decks is not crazy. Would probably mean going down on this. Leyline Scion. Do I have that wrong? Leyline Scion? Or do you mean Scion of Draco? Oh, I see. So the angle here would be my creatures are uncounterable Your rituals and mana and stuff are far worse. And I'd probably have to mess around with this stuff a bit. Like if I'm going up on Destiny Spinners, suppression fields don't make sense anymore. If I keep Rest in Peace, I can play a Helm or two. I maybe don't need an entire playset of Rest in Peace. Chrome Mox becomes weird if I am doing Deafening Silence, and I otherwise conceptually didn't hate that. It may just be that that's my one non-creature spell sometimes. I could also just play a handful of things like a Rest in Peace, a Stony Silence, a Moat. I could do a handful of weird singleton things that I could happen to draw at the right time. Angel Blocker, the idea is that you just eventually cast them after you put a bunch of enchantments into play via Serra Sanctum. But yeah, being asked to work with an 8 or 9 mana card in Legacy is super tough. Enduring Vitality is kind of funny. Okay. I think we might be kind of hitting the ceiling of what is possible while trying to force Bahamut into your deck. So I think I'm just going to try to take an angle with this deck and call it good. This only has 13 creatures. Lol, Deafening Silence. Springheart any good? Don't think I've got like a Gaia's Cradle line. Stony Silence, Helm of Obedience combos. Another direction I could take. Yeah, I think trying to play an Enchantress deck of any kind is just hemorrhaging play points in Legacy right now. Trying to play one that is doing an 8 or 9 mana card on top of that is crazy. About the only other angle I could potentially take is like Estrid's Invocation, but like at that point, why are you putting a 9 mana card into your deck? I probably don't need 4 rest in peace. Let's assume I cut like 2 of those. Let's play another elephant grass. I'd really like another creature enchantment. More Destiny Spinner style cards. I don't know that I want another Sithis due to the legendary status. I could just play like a random Yojimbo or something. Like this has okay stats. I don't know. That Summon Titan you're thinking of? I'm gonna pull one of these over here in case I want it. I can also play like a couple copies of Exploration in the deck or something like that. World War Hulk. That's probably not going to do it for our purposes. I don't know. Maybe I just play more legitimate mid-range bodies, like go up on Yojimbo. Just have the ability to Deafening Silence, and then have 2 turns of Fog versus Fantasticar in the middle. All right. Yojimbo is Fog versus Fantasticar. This is the theory. Elephant Grass is also Fog versus Fantasticar in a different way. And now we have a somewhat respectable creature count. Restoration of a Ganjo a creature? Not on the front. If I get rid of Rest in Peace, this recurring Elephant Grass is actually kind of funny. But it may just be like playing Rest in Peace and shutting off Flow States and Netherglyphs and Murktides and stuff is just too much value. All right. Cut that. This was originally a suppression field deck, which is why the mana base looks like it does. Let's assume that I want 4 Windswept Heaths. Bloop. I want like 1 Savannah. A2's fine. And do like 1 Lush Portico. No, I didn't know that we had ones that looked like that. All right. This only feels moderately crazy. All right. There is at least some degree of something that resembles sound deck building there. Let's build a sideboard. I think I'm not going to go this angle. I think I would be comfortable with an entire playset of Rest in Peace in the 75. Oh, let's just do this so that I don't have to sort out the arts. Don't think I'm doing this. I think I want 4 Force of Vigor. That just feels kind of necessary. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know how good Curse of Silence is. It may just be that I need anything that helps get me out of the first couple of turns, and putting this on Show and Tell or Doomsday or Thassa's Oracle or Fantastic Art or One Ring or whatever is just fine. I don't know that I'm in love with that. Humility is a lot worse if I'm not going to play Helm as a finisher. Yeah, as it turns out, when you are in Celestia colors, your options are not necessarily ideal for bullying combo decks. I don't think I hate another one of these. Like, there's a few very specific problem cards right now in Legacy that you need to answer. I do have some hateful cards in here. I could play Disruptor Flute as something that costs 2 mana instead of 3, but Nevermore cantrips. And Nevermore is a hard no. The Flute will shut off something that's already in play, though, so that's a definitive difference. My deck is slow enough that the Disruptor Flute tax might not be permanent. I might just play another Aang's Iceberg for getting paired against Show and Tell specifically. Napoleon, the whole deck is crazy. We are trying to do Enchantress that plays Bahamut, so we ended up in a weird place. I don't know that I would say that I am happy with this, but this is probably respectable enough to put it through a league. All right. Any final thoughts here before I save this one and we move on to the next deck we're going to brew? Sanctum Weaver's the mana dork. I don't know that that's crazy good. It's fine. Is it 2 mana? I could play a Sanctum Weaver. Like, we could just not Elephant Grass in game 1. Yeah, sure. Boop. I don't even think we're going to Goldfish this one. I think Goldfishing this deck doesn't lead us anywhere important that, like I can't obviously see. Like, we know that the deck is a hard sell already. Derek, workshop that idea on your own a little bit, and then once you have something that resembles a plan, feel free to shoot me an email or a Discord message or whatever. Endurance in the board versus 2 other Rest in Peace. That split is reasonable. That split is reasonable. I don't know, though. Rest in Peace just saying no to the graveyard forever. I think I like that. I think I'm going to stick with this. All right. Give me just a moment. I'm going to get that on my Mox field. Did I not export that? There we go. Wonderful. All right. Bahamut Enchantress is a go. So now I'm going to delete this other one, and we're going to move on to our next thing, which is updating the Shrines combo deck. Is this stream brought to us by Moxfield? Yeah, sure. Moxfield is great. How about TOA as well? Seriously, both of those companies help me pay my bills. Both of those companies have been very, very good to me, and I like the products of both companies a ton. Like, I think I've got over 1,000 decks on Moxfield. I order from TOA pretty much every single set release as I update my decks, so I legitimately use both companies very, very regularly. All right. So, I believe that I went either 3-2 or 4-1 with Shrines when I played it previously. And so the overall idea of this deck was totally fine. And I'm going to take a second and pull up what I said in the conclusion of my previous video. Whoop. All right. We're going to get weird here for a second. I'm going to, I think, just legitimately play my conclusion for you all and turn my volume up here. Geez. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Overall thoughts on the deck list. Wildly successful. This was incredible. This is everything that I wanted out of this league. Something I said in my 4-hour long brewing video was that there was basically no basis for a Shrines deck in any format at this time. And the Shrines were barely played in Standard as an archetype. So this was something I kind of had to come up with from scratch. And I am very happy with this replenish angle that I took. I really enjoyed the play patterns of this deck where you can threaten something like choke, force your opponent to counter it, and then bring it back with replenish. There is certainly some finessing to be done with this deck still. So a lot of that finessing involves this card, where you can play this card and in theory catapult up to 8 mana and be able to do 2 4-drops in one turn, which was something that I wanted to do at a couple of points in this league and just simply could not. If you cut this card, you could potentially remove some basics from the mana base, but you already kind of want a couple of actual factual basic forests for Utopia Sprawl. You could go into more colors and try to more consistently turn on Go Shintai of Life Origins ability. I was trying to set up for it in a couple of different games. We did not get to the point where I actually activated it. I was largely viewing that ability as flavor text and something we could, in theory, work to with Birds and Utopia Sprawl. I do stand by the fact that I put a bunch of singletons into this deck because you do need those shrines with different names to get the most out of your replenish effects. You can potentially Okay, I think that's good enough for me. And I don't think I see any crazy tech in the comments here that we need to include. Well, hello, and thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you were able to catch me live. All right, so the biggest thing that has changed since I recorded this is the Fantastic Car. I think I'm going to probably cut 4 cards from the main deck and put 4 Thoughtseize into this deck. So I want to get rid of the Plaza, I think. I might end up playing more Go Shintai of Boundless Vigor. I remember that card being pretty reasonable. That's okay burn, but is rather slow. Hidden Cruelty killed a few things last time around. I don't know how consistent that is. London's Reach is similarly a little slow. No, we are not adding 4 Fantasticar. We are respecting the Fantasticar. So I don't think I get to cut these 10 cards. I think I need those 10 to make replenish happen. I think I need 8 mana accelerators to work towards replenish. I think replenish has to happen. I think the Go Shintais need to happen. So that means anything that I'm cutting is in this stuff over here. Oh, battle boxes rule. I'll show something off that I show off occasionally. I have 2 boxes that I keep around of common and uncommon decks from Return to Ravnica era, and they are all like sleeved up and labeled with which decks they are. And occasionally, when I hang out with old friends or new players, I bust these out, and it's essentially like playing a well curated limited format of that era. Now, Replenish is like the best card in the deck. That's the card that wins the game. We can't cut that one. I think I'm going to go you out, you out, you out, and I think go a little bit harder on some of the shrines that have paid effects. Like, rather than all singletons, play a few duplicates. I legitimately do not believe that this deck has room for anything that is not a shrine. Like, we need to naturally mill shrines or get them killed after they are in play. A bunch of these things are just like not great the turn they come down. Maybe I still do want this Hunden because it falls into the category of not good the turn it falls down, but then it kind of wrecks non-reanimator combo players immediately. I could also just play more Ripples of Undeath. That card was very good in the previous league. I don't know that I can go up to 4. Unless I do another thing that just gains me more life. Do 3 of them. I could also not Utopia Sprawl and instead do some other mana dork, and then I don't have to worry about having basic forests at all, and I can just play a bunch of dual lands, which might be good in my 3-color deck. Just play like Ignoble Hierarch or something. I don't know. The mana dorks being interacted with via removal spells is not amazing. Maybe it's fine. Actively on stream. Ah. Oh. Come on. Oh. All right, sorry about that. Mr. Percy's hanging out. All right. I also could just like play more than 20 land. And do like 2 Utopia Sprawls, 22 lands. I don't like hate that. Then I have probably go down one of those. Play one more Verdant. Then I have 8 fetch lands. Oh, I did already have an Underground Mortuary in there. All right, 8 fetch lands, 2 Surveil lands. Go up to a 9th. Mr. Percy, you just wanted in. Now you want out already? I do indeed have legs. And they're legs that have been going to the gym, so they're doing okay. I don't know what to do with this last land slot. I think it's just going to be another Utopia Sprawl. Alright, that's a pretty good looking main deck. And then I really liked Choke in this deck last time around. Like, it was very good. Show and Tell has gone down. I can probably go like, bam. Deafening Silence is the angle I take for the Fantasticar. I think we just do Pointed Hate while playing this deck. Deafening Silence for Fantasticar. Joke for various Dimir decks. Leyline for Reanimator. And I think this looks pretty darn good. Folks, do we have any thoughts on sideboard stuff? Otherwise, I think this is fine. The Shrines deck did well last time around. Oh yeah, something like 3 of the top 5 decks have blue in them right now. There is a lot of like fair-ish Dimir stuff running around the format. I think I'm happy with this. I think this is ready to be played. Give me a second to throw that over on Moxfield. Boop. Boop. Excellent. Yeah, I could do Energy Flux, Stony Silence style cards. I don't know that I need to. All right, folks, I'm going to take about a 2-minute break here and run to the bathroom. And in chat, I'm going to ask you to do something in the next 2 minutes here. I'm going to play some video games of some kind. I'm thinking Mewgenics, because that game absolutely slaps. So that is what I am personally leaning towards. But I could also play Slay the Spire 2 instead, and I would be perfectly happy with that. So in chat, in the next 2 minutes, take your pick. Mewgenics, which is like a Dungeons and Dragons style tactical roguelike cat game by the creator of Binding of Isaac, or Slay the Spire 2, which is a deck builder. So 2 minutes, make your choices. My girlfriend has a treat for me that I'm going to go get. BRB. All right, what are we looking at in chat? Slay the Spire, Mewgenics. Spire, Mewgenics, Mewgenics, Mewgenics. Mewgenics has it. Let's boot that up. This game is sweet. It is certainly my favorite game of the moment. And might end up being one of my favorite games of all time. I think it, like, legitimately has that potential. Did that say 56 hours already? Good God. All right. So I'm just going to throw a handful of cats in the box without taking a lot of time to think about it. And we're going to depart. So yesterday I did a run, which I won't spoil, that ended up being very tragic at the end. And my goal is to get the Butcher and the Psychic classes to the Ghost boss at the end of Act 1. I want to have a Butcher and a Psychic, and everything else I don't care too much about. This is one that could be a good Psychic with good int and charisma. I will throw that there. I would like to find a cat with decent physical stats to become a Butcher, which might be this one. This cat will be terribly, terribly slow if I do that. But I think that's what's happening. Or is it this cat? This one, 654 for relevant stats, 654 for relevant stats. All right. You're my butcher. You could kind of be anything. Might make you a tinkerer. I just really like that class. And we'll make the last one a cleric because healing is always good. Then we'll try to gear up these cats. The gearing up phase is going to take me a minute, and then real gameplay will start. Oh, cool. Time walk for someone else. All right. Good stuff. Let's see what the other one's got. I can remove debuffs. I'm incentivized to kill things with my cleric. My butcher is all right. Your equipment passive effects are doubled. Well, that sounds cool. 40% crit chance? All right. 40% crit chance. Emit 8 sparkles. Get 2 armor. Take a little heal. I will poison everyone at the start of battle. I'll get a little bit of a shield on you. A little luck. And then you can get some bonus stuff. Get a big jump. Let's try some thorns. Throw some healing on you. Did I gear up the cleric? No. Cleric, I think is just not gonna get too awful much equipment. My previous run did not go particularly well, so I'm a little lighter on equipment than I might like. That's alright. Gameplay begins now. So, for any of you that are seeing this for the first time, this is very much Dungeons and Dragons themed. Yes, this is the game I played a couple days ago. So relevant stats for those of you that haven't played. Health, mana. There's sort of a symbol down here that's sort of a swirl. That is the mana required to do stuff. And the bar at the top here is like the turn order for everyone. Let's drag this down a little bit. Up a little bit. There we go. Now you can see all of that. So, okay, there we go. My Tinkerer is up first and has made a bomb, which I am going to throw into this pile of cats over here and probably make them have a bad day. Kaboom! Very satisfying. And then I can spend the rest of my mana and barbecue this cat. Seems good. Oh no. Oh no. So the poison that I give every unit at the beginning of battle means this thing is going to deal those thorns damage immediately. I probably just need to unequip that item immediately. Such is life. I am just going to work on beating up this trash bag for money. And call that good. Let's move over here. Give the butcher an extra turn. And then I can fire sparkles. Yeah, I gotta unequip that Thorns item. This is not good synergy. I think I will jump onto this cat. Hit him. Crit him. And I'm in pretty good shape. I didn't really take enough damage that I need healing anywhere. I think I am just gonna pick up a coin. As you don't get to automatically just scoop up all of the coins in between battles like you might like. So I will walk over here. I have made an item. I don't know that I have anything else to do this turn. I can now kill this cat if I want to end the fight. But I'm not sure that I want to end the fight. I think I would like to break open this garbage bag. Ah, there was nothing inside. Unfortunate. Alright, I will jump to here. I think I'll end this fight and not worry about getting another coin or two. The faster you end a fight, the better rewards potentially drop. And then after every fight, a cat levels up. Do I have starting shield on that Tinkerer? Only one? I've never gotten a nurse spot. I'm gonna get a nurse spot. Cool. The question marks give you all sorts of random events. Oh, fuck, I forgot to unequip the item that gives me thorns. I'm gonna end up damaging my own units again. Whoops. That's fine, though. Move. Grab a coin. Hit you for 3. And I could kill you, but you're already dead. So that's just fine. I think I'm gonna drag these enemies into each other to hurt them. And that effectively kills this cat. Yes, I absolutely did forget to unequip my thing. Alright, let's give this Tinkerer an extra turn, as it has a decent ranged attack. So I can move, slow you, finish you off, craft a new item. Are you already dead? You're already effectively dead. I will spawn a nurse spot. That's cute. And then I can attempt to spend a little bit of time like picking up coins and maybe trying to kill that garbage bag. This will die to poison in 2 turns anyway. So I can just like go, do this. I misclicked. Meant to click there to grab that coin. Give drugs. Excellent. Oh, you're not even gonna attack me either? Wonderful. So people are healthy. I would just like to get coins then. What does this one do? Yeah, that's not a big deal. And we'll see if I can go body this trash bag before this enemy dies to poison or otherwise runs away. Throw at it. Do this again. Jump to this. Maybe bounce on a coin. Bounce on a coin. Do that. Blow up that trash bag. Alright, I didn't hit my own allies there. That's the good news. So I jump here. Attack to grab those coins. And I don't think I can hook a coin. I cannot. So this will be my last turn before that cat dies to poison. Will look healthy, so I will just pick up a coin. Alright, very, very good fight for me. My movement speed is not great even with my boots item. I think I will take a little more mobility. And now I will unequip that Thorns item. What did I pick up? More movement. What if more movement here? I could also put more movement on the Cleric. The Cleric is very item light right now. Let's do that. That another movement item? It is another movement item. All right. Now all of a sudden, after one floor, I don't really need this ability anymore. Whoops. All right. My bashing and examining are the same. Let's hit it. Not a good encounter. This is a bit of an annoying fight. This enemy throws bear traps, which you have to remember where they are. Which is like not that big of a deal if you end the fight quickly, and becomes a big deal if the fight goes more slowly. Oh no, one of my pieces of equipment just broke. So now there's one here and here. Am I just gonna jump directly into that bear trap? No. I will pull you into your own bear trap. Haha. This game rules so hard. So now I could just jump to this and have slightly better positioning. And the boss enemies get to go more often than you, as you have more party members. I think I'm just going to move up here. Give my butcher an extra turn. I'll just deal some damage to you. And then the butcher can jump, and then therefore will not, like, walk over the bear traps. And I'm getting bashed into a wall a little bit. That's okay. I don't need to eat that food. We'll call that good there. Oh, did I throw the pogo stick? Whoops. So my cats are nice and healthy, honestly. I don't know that my cleric is going to do anything in this fight at all before the fight just ends. Like, this boss already has 2 poison on it. Craft that. This just ends it. Did not just end it. Whoops. Alright, there's a nurse bot. Alright, bear trap here. I really like the Tinker. Its abilities are quite cool. So, jump. Hook ya. Cleave ya. Fight's over. Very good. Supernova will hit my allies as well. I can also just keep stacking up extra turn abilities for cheaper with pass. I want to do Supernova stuff because it has big numbers on it, but I don't think I have any support for it. Yeah, this game is very, very fun. I will waste a lot of hours playing this game for sure. I think I'm gonna keep doing the extra turns things with this psychic. So I have 8 sparkles, 2 armor, 20% crit chance. And I can potentially get better equipment as this goes on. The 8 sparkles plus a bunch of poison does a decent amount of stuff in making my first turns kind of gross. I'm a little out of range here for a good turn. I think I'm just bodying a garbage bag. And being happy enough with that. The butcher can hopefully hook someone. And still have a good offensive turn. Getcha. 2 will finish you off. Beautiful. So now I could straight up give the cleric a bonus turn. Or give the butcher a bonus turn, actually. Let's do that. And then the butcher can head over here, book this one, and do the same thing that I did to the other pooter. Alright, this party's kind of sweet. I don't think the cleric has a good turn, but I also don't really think that matters. I would in fact like to not end this fight and break apart some of these 4 garbage bags that are here. So craft. Move up to this. Bash with stick. Crit. I think I will just start working on the next garbage bag. And I will summon a heal bot that can serve as a distraction and minorly patch up my wounds. I would like to use my high damage on trash bags, but I also need to be picking up coins. I think I will just jump, grab coins, be good with that there. The Psychic's not going to have line of sight on you. That's fine. Move, pick up one of those. Extra turn to Tinkerer. Tinkerer. Can then go and try to blow up a bag. I think I will succeed in downing it. But I can't pick up the coins immediately, which is fine. Oh, you can't get there either. That's fine. Move. Pick up things. Now we're just kind of effectively farming an easy fight. Grab coins. Call it a turn. That looks fine. Psychic can move. Give an extra turn. Drag some coins closer. I almost accidentally killed this. I'm not going to get through that garbage bag. I think I will pick this up. Jump over here. And now... Oh, I can get one more. I can get two more. Just kind of a maximize my value situation. That was an incredible fight in terms of getting money and whatnot. So if I kill things, my allies get stats up. This cleric is currently not killing things. Open wounds is the one thing that does a fair amount of damage. Dexterous hit is really bad. I have 4 dexterity. I think I will take the open wounds. Good equipment, please. Bandages. Heals heal you for twice as much. All right. Everybody's wearing glasses, though? See what's going on. A Yeti approaches the den. I don't know what that does, but I have a feeling there's going to be another enemy in this encounter. Yeah, there we go. So that attacks for 5, thinks everything is an enemy. Would be cool to kill that. I don't know that I want to walk up to it. I think I'll just not melee attack it. I did crit on it, though it's not in very good shape. So presumably I will just hit it and kill it. Yeah? Yeah? Alright, very good. And I can jump to that food later if I need to. Ow, you attack for 6? Yeah, you attack for 6. I think I'm gonna ram you into the other enemy. And then give an extra turn over here. Now I can... I think jump on this unit to kill it. And then hit you for a lot. Finish you off. I think that's good enough. Alright, changing some settings there. Feels like a skill check you would have wanted to fail on purpose, assuming Yeti is actually dangerous. I mean, it's an extra enemy that could drop loot. It's also an enemy that could down your allies. I could kind of see that going either way. Bloop. Hit ya. This melee. This is melee. The cleric does not seem like a super effective character in this particular run. Hopefully that changes. All it will take is like 1 level up ability, and the cleric could become bonkers. I would like to get over to this cat and finish it off. Alright, this is 3 damage. You're done. This is 6 damage. You're done. And I'll just summon the heal bot like I normally do. And I'll have to decide whether or not I'm going to try to break into a bunch of boxes. Yeah. Yeah. And at least try to break 1. Oh, I'm more hurt than I expected. Maybe I should just be healing. Does this blow up the body if I do it? No. I also straight up did not see that enemy. That's fine. Kill you. Kill you. Are you dead yet? You are not dead yet. I'll pick up a coin. You will probably just heal. And grab a coin. And then I'll just need to deal 1 damage to that at some point. Electrocute that. Found a stick. And throw there as well. And... oh no, the butcher can't quite make it to these. No! I guess I can jump here. Blow up that body. And attack that at the very least. Can I hook you? I can't hook you. Then I can jump around a little bit to food. That's reasonable. And then I could spend an entire extra turn farming at this point. So, pull boxes into each other. Oh no, I killed it. Whoops. The Eternal Glory podcast episode should have released already this week. I think Bryant is on vacation, but the episode should be out. Let me take a look at the YouTube end, see if it's out there. I see one from 2 weeks ago on YouTube. Alright, I'm going to make myself a note, and I will look into that after this video. We definitely recorded that. Thank you for bringing that up. I super appreciate that. All right. I can just always make bombs? That's kind of sweet. I can also just get a bunch of stat ups for downing enemies, which I'm pretty good at doing by throwing things. But this is probably the most fun. So I'm going to click on the one that I think is fun. Alright, I found a random stick that I can put on someone. Let's swim. Okay. Am I just wet? Oh, but there's more. Let's bash that clam. I got a stat up. Excellent. My question mark events recently have not been particularly good. Alright. My basic attack has +4 knockback. Wild. This Enlightened is not doing me any favors. On the other hand, I could get rid of the good vibrations, take full power, and try to max out my mana meter. None of these feel great. I wish I could reroll. I think I'm going to take the Psy Smack damage and get rid of Enlightened that I don't think is doing anything. Well, let's fight a boss. So, something I discovered yesterday while fighting this is that this boss spawns bombs that are very threatening if you don't kill them immediately. But since I put 1 poison damage on everything, the bombs can never actually hurt me. I will give an extra turn to the Tinkerer. I think I just want to be able to like throw bombs and do discharge stuff. I'm out of range? I'm out of range. Yeah, so the poison damage happens at the beginning of turn, which is bad for my opponent. And I get to just bomb it. Seems good. I don't think I need a heal bot. I think I am going to get through this fight basically taking 0 damage. Like, it's the first turn of this fight, and I'm already thinking about farming the coins that are here. If that's any indication of where we're at. Hey, Steve, welcome. All right. I think we are just kind of moving this turn and saving mana. I think this counts as downing someone to give my allies stats up. No, they don't have all stats up, actually. That does not work. So I can just, again, give a different unit stats up here. I don't think I need to do that. I'm going to move this coin towards me, and then I will give you an additional turn that way. Craft this. I guess it does more single target damage like that. And I crit. Very nice. Now it's this unit's real turn. Move. Throw. I need to get in melee range to use this. Whoop. Get ya. I'll throw some darts at you as well. Oh no, that's straight line. I guess I can jump there and do it a couple times. Okay, I'm not getting in range, right? Yeah, I'm not. In which case, I will pick up a coin. And I have 2 different units with this discharge ability for if they actually get in range. Pull you for minor damage. I'll give the cleric an extra turn since they're right there. Cleric can jump to behind and then finish off the fight. That one was very simple and straightforward. All right, cleric, what do we got? Health regen for everyone is kind of cool. Eternal is also very strong in harder fights. I think I'm just going to take the regen. And then I want progression towards the ghost boss. Your crits knock back 10 tiles with chain knockback. That's crazy. Don't you have... Somebody has something with crits. So you have a 40% crit chance, essentially. Oh, but if I moved that here, I wouldn't have that anymore. All right. Towards the junkyard, and then ultimately the boneyard. All right. I really want this unit to have an extra turn. The bombs are very good here. That'll cost me 10 of my mana, which I think is fine. So I will move here, give you an extra turn. And I'm just going to pull you up 1 square so that I can potentially bomb everyone at the same time. So move on up. Bomb everyone. Yeah. Seems good. And then it's my actual turn. I can just do that again. Dope. So that one's already dead. That one's 1 away from being dead. All right, bomb you 2. And you can now eat this. Oh yeah. This runs sweet. I love this game. It's so good. Alright, people are healthy. I'm not gonna be quite in range to hit you. I think I'll just pick up a coin. You have armor. Yeah, you have armor. Then that's fine. I will pull you towards me, hit ya. I will take a minimal amount of damage. And then the various burning and poison effects are going to be pretty good. So you are already dead to poison. I need to hit this just a tiny bit. So I will do this. Give the butcher an extra turn. I don't think I need to move anyone. So go here. Pull you closer. Oh, that pulled me closer. Oh, because it reflects. Got it. And then you're already dead. Is there any money for me to pick up? There is, but it's too far away. Someone else might be able to get it. I'd rather heal you, though. Alright. There's money, and then you're dead on your own turn. Beautiful. With the poison hat, these flies are just gonna die. I like the idea of stacking up additional health regen, because I already have some regen from the cleric. I can just do fresh meat as a way to buff myself in longer fights, though. Which might just be better. Anyone need glasses? No one needs glasses. Swarms of flies. I think I don't care because everyone is just gonna get poisoned. Oh no, this is an environmental effect that does something else. I'm not sure exactly what that does then. My cleric took some damage though. Alright. Craft. Bomb you both. Then finish you off. Swap places with that body so that I can potentially move further. Alright, what are you doing? I think you finish off this unit. And I probably just give someone an extra turn? Seems reasonable. So I craft some stuff. Move over here. This will outright kill you. And I can craft a heal bot that can maybe top off the cleric as well. Potentially should have done that before I moved. Oh, so I'm seeing bug bite at end of turn. And I'm getting bleeding. Okay. I think I've got the gist of what's happening there. The cleric need to heal anyone? Not really. The cleric also just can't get to someone to deal damage. I think we'll start heading that way, but I'm not going to accomplish anything yet. I think that's not true of this character, though. I can hook. Hook ya. And you're dead. Very nice. Ow. Alright, now the cleric has someone to heal. Is that the last enemy? No, there's two. Alright. Do this. I could also just get out of the fight. I think I'll use the butcher to kill this and end the fight, though. So this enemy is effectively dead. I will move next to the cleric for healing, and I can make a heal bot as well, since I have plenty of mana. Oh, I could also give an extra turn to the cleric or bonus heals. Or, by the same logic, extra turn to the heal bot. That's not really who I wanted you to heal, but alright. So you heal this person. You finish off this one. There's nothing else I can do, so I guess I will finish off that one. 17 you. Overkill. And then that unit's already dead. But there's nothing else I can accomplish. Get you. Very good fight. I will just purely take more damage here. I don't think there's too awful much to think about in that regard. Oh, it's another spring. Everyone is just jumping. I like that sparkle. You already jump, but I can make you jump so far. In. Let's destroy it. Alright, we're gonna get ambushed by rats. Now I can see what these bug bites do. Okay, so it's a random chance for bleed damage. Got it. Alright, well, so much for the rats that were gonna ambush me. Oh, I still get to just do this. And then I can bring you up and hit you. Very nice. I think this is going to go quickly enough that I'll just use some mana on a little dart. Alright, there's now a bunch of acid on the floor. I want to give the Butcher an extra turn, I think. I'm gonna hope to fire a Sparkle and have that hit here. And then Butcher gets an extra turn. Butcher is okay standing in acid to hit this thing. That's just fully not a problem. Now I can't really hit this from the front again, though. I guess I can heal. And that's an okay turn, I guess. This thing has 3 of 4 damage just already marked on it. Alright, does this count as from the front? It does. You have a little bit of HP left over. I can move to you and electrocute you for most of it, although I hit my ally. Whoops. I am at 2 on that character. I hope that character levels up from this fight and gets full healed. That would be great. Otherwise, they're at like 6 or 7 health for the next one. Alright, they did not level up. I will take Intelligence, which helps me get more mana every turn after the first turn. Alright. All stats down... Okay, inflict all stats down on bosses and mini-bosses at the start of each battle. Heal 12 HP at the end of each battle. That's awesome. That's a wild item as well. So, I do have this character who doubles the equipment passive effects. So I could heal 24 at the end of each battle. And inflict all stats down on bosses and mini-bosses twice. That's pretty cool. I think I am not going to do that. I think I'm just going to eat this eyeball, or maybe this cat food, at the beginning of the next fight and heal that character up a little bit. This is a cool item, though. We'll get a level up. Now this character full heals. Beautiful. They only have 20 max HP. I will happily give them more max HP. So when that breaks, I could get 2 common items? What is your necklace? Yeah, totally. Alright, you... Beautiful. And did I take an item off of you that was relevant to equip this cat food? Not really. Might just put a consumable on you. Yeah, if I get this cat's HP up a little bit, that much free healing is wild. Well, Cypher, hello and welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Just side note, in theory, I am getting Impossible Magic full access either like Monday or Tuesday. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to go really, really hard on making Pathfinder videos. Like, I might drop 5 videos next week. I'm really, really looking forward to Impossible Magic. And I'm going to just go wild with content. So I expect to go super hard on that channel for a week or two, and then probably take a little bit of a break. Yeah, I have so much to talk about from that book. It's crazy. Like, it is my most anticipated release of the year by far. Oh god. My cleric is getting bodied. That was bad. I can't really do anything to heal it immediately. Who's going next? Oh, you're going next? I can't DL 18? My cleric might be going down. Alright, I'm just going to fully take someone else out of initiative. Hit you. The rest of this stuff doesn't look super relevant. I will save my mana for next turn. I could give the cleric an extra turn. Or, like, move this, try to give the butcher an extra turn. Move this, try to give the butcher an extra turn. Alright. Pull you. Am I in range? This is kind of awkward. Alright, hit you with a stick. You have 11 left. You effectively have 6 left. Which I can't do by myself. But you can easily. So I will jump on you. Then cleave through the remainder of your health. And now my cleric is less threatened by these enemies. Alright, reasonable. Alright, cleric didn't get attacked. And I found some items. Beautiful. You're at 22. I don't super want to set that grass on fire. I think I will just regular throw at you. Then move up to you and electrocute you. You're effectively at 1 HP now. Ooh, cleric's not great. I would like to heal this unit. Where do I go if I jump on your head? I don't want to end up in there. Alright, I'm just going to pick up some scraps. Melee attack you to finish you off. Call that a turn. Now there's one enemy left. Oh god, hit for 10. I think we're not messing around here. I'm just trying to finish this. Let's get out of there. Hope that some cats level up okay. Okay, cool. The cleric who was getting bodied just leveled up. I will, I think, just keep taking HP. So much for being like this god warrior that kills things and gives stats up. That's just like not happening this run. Alright, let's see what common items I found. My recycled necklace found a recycled necklace. We're going infinite. So I will absolutely just re-equip that and try to repeat that process. I could also just get a ton of armor here, since the equipment bonus is double on this one. I don't think I'm going to do that. There's some armor there. Alright. Things are going well. They could be going better. But they're going well. Let's get in the hole. Let's not get in the hole, apparently. All right. This spawns maggots. I can just kill someone here. Let's make it this one. Hook you. Finish you off. One person just fully out of initiative. And will that put me in range? That will. Bomb you. You're dead as well. Beautiful. And those maggots might just die on the way to me. Which would be great. Like if I don't have to use any action economy to kill them. That would be cool. You're dead. You're not dead. I think I just want to give an extra turn to the Tinkerer who has those bombs. So I'll just craft that. Move up here. I can bomb 3 things at the same time. Which is awesome. Now, 2 enemies are in water, which I can attack with electric so that it goes through there. Though I think that also shocked my friendly unit, but they've got armor, so it's fine. That's fine. All right. You took a little bit of damage there. I can actually kill some... Oh, no, I can't kill you. Oh, that jumped. Oh, I did not want that to jump. I dealt unnecessary damage to an ally there. Sometimes I don't understand what the interactions are going to be between items. Oh no, my spring broke on that character. All right, you're going, and then the one at the bottom is going. But I think I just get to... You're already dead. I just need to focus on you. I think I do this. It bounces you. Then, yeah. Electrocute you. You're done. And then I just have to hope you don't finish off this cat. And if you don't, my butcher kills you. Alright, easy. We're not exactly farming the levels or anything here. But I'm not taking any damage. Like permanent damage, like injuries or anything. All right. I think I am okay with making myself slower once I am in melee range of enemies. Oh, hold on. I think I found a new spring. Or maybe I found that spring in the first place, because I had 2 springs equipped. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do I have a necklace for this character yet? Sure. And then this Tinkerer could wear... Is the boss the next thing? I've got one more floor. Might do something like this for the boss fight. Oh, I see. My necklace broke. I am very tempted to do this. I am right before a boss. I will absolutely cut some wires. Here we go. I trust you, cat. Great. Alright. I think I am good to walk into a boss fight here. Can I get in range? Yes. I will jump here, hook you to me, and then attack you. Did I want to binge? Maybe I'll make that decision next turn. Alright. Boss fights in this game are pretty cool. I am going to go ahead and use a consumable for a little extra armor. I want to move a little bit. Maybe like here, then throw a bomb. That doesn't cause me to take any damage or anything. The only thing you have to worry about in this fight is your cat's going down, and then these enemies kind of accidentally, like, mutilating your cat's bodies. I like the idea of giving the cleric an extra turn to heal this character. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright. So let's heal you for 6. Does bleed count as a debuff? My guess is no. I'm guessing that's like a status effect or something. Ooh, it does. I can remove bleed. Then I can probably remove poison as well. Hell yeah. Alright, cleric. You are earning your pay in this fight. Good stuff. And these bosses act somewhat randomly. They're like very threatening in terms of damage and status effects. But if I don't have poison to worry about on these things, it's a lot less bad. So let's move up. Make you bleed. Hit you. Based on their health percent, is this going to deal more than 9? Probably. Alright, it dealt 10. Worth. Alright, one of these is nearly dead. This is starting out strong. I have very far jump range. I think I'm going to binge here a couple of times. Like, do it like twice. Then I'm still relatively mobile, but deal way more damage. Yeah. I can also just jump on top of you. Good stuff. That was a great turn. This thing is taking 9 damage on each one of its turns, so it's dead in 2 turns, even if I don't hit it with anything. Although I might hit it just to take it out of the fight. Go here. I want to just take you out. I can just throw this for 6. This is only getting one more turn anyway. Alright, I'm just going to hit you. And I will summon a nurse spot. Just to have an extra distraction. Okay, cool. That thing kind of wasted its turn. Beautiful. So this thing is kind of lined up where if I hit it, it will hit my party members. I think I'm just going to move out of the way here. Then give an extra turn to the butcher. I don't know, pull a coin towards me. Dang it, the sparkle. Oh wait, I have so much extra mana that I can do this twice. So then I can give my cleric an extra turn as well. That's crazy. Yeah, this is just gonna get better as I level up, huh? So I can, like, remove your poison. Remove your poison. Remove my poison. And probably heal you. And then get out of the way while healing myself. Oh, this is great. Now the butcher, you're just dead at the beginning of your turn. The butcher can go up here and just, like, beat face. Do something like that. Call that good. It attacks its ally. Oh, I guess that does hit one of my other characters. The cleric is going to get an extra turn. Man, the cleric being able to remove the debuffs is such a big deal. Because I am getting so much just random passive poison in this fight. This is the first time that I've had cleanse as an ability. This is great. Now the other one is mad, and this nurse spot can probably make it so that I am good from here. I still have so much movement after using this binge ability a bunch of times. Oh, I should have just maybe jumped on this thing directly. Oh well. Hit ya. Hit ya. Alright, good stuff. Oh, that was multiple hits. Alright, cleric's still doing okay. We're at 60. I'm not going to mess around with bombs specifically. And I will just make more robot friends. Cleanse was one of the skills nerfed in the balance patch. It used to cleanse in an AoE from the start. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. That is wild to me. Alright, let's... I want to give the butcher extra turns. It does so much damage right now. Alright, so move, get a tiny bit of healing. Drag you onto a poison tile. Oh no, that ruined my line of sight. No. Alright, I guess the cleric gets an extra turn then. Not the end of the world. So you have a ton of missing health. So this probably hits really hard. Yeah, for 17. Beautiful. Then more bleed. I guess I'll walk over to some coins. Random question, probably gotten a lot, but no more Twitch stream. I looked into multi-streaming a little bit. I have not finished figuring out everything with that. That is maybe something that I will return to specifically. Right now, it is more convenient to do everything on YouTube in the short term. But we'll see. This thing needs to take 3 damage before it is dead. The Butcher can do that. So I will just focus on a little healing here. Although I guess I don't have anything else to do with my turn. Finish you off. Alright, that open wounds ability that I did not use for the first 2 acts has now come in clutch. Alright, Cleric levels up. I don't know that I need bonus moves. I think I'll take AoE healing. And I will get to head to the Boneyard next. I think someone has an open slot. How's everyone's health? Cleric could use healing. I will give the Cleric food to eat for the next battle then. So then for the next battle, you can have the spring. And then I will move those around. All right, give me one moment, chat. I will be right back. I'm gonna hit the bathroom before the third portion of this. All right, let's see. My favorite portion of this game is how they added people's past pets as names. Yeah, and all of the cat meows are done by like various voice actors and celebrities as well. Yeah, Rick, I did some looking into like resources and like taxation of like various things. In regards to multi-streaming. So that will take those down temporarily and set their bodies on fire, but that probably doesn't permanently end up finishing those off. I can probably finish one off over here. I'll drag you to me and hit you. That's fine. The professor is even a possible cat voice. Sick. All right, do I have line of sight on you? I do. So that takes you down. I don't have line of sight on you anymore. I will give the Tinkerer an extra turn, which is fine. I can theoretically discharge something. I can't quite get in range for you. I think I am jumping to here, taking out this body with discharge, and then I will throw at you. I didn't crit to take down that enemy, but that's okay. All right, that unit is not messing around. All right, so you're on fire. I'm not too worried about you then. So you eat cat food. Then is not range. Take a poison off of you. I'd like to get that way to heal this unit. All right. Guess I'll pick up this coin. Cleanse your poison. It do very inefficient AoE healing on one unit. That's fine. All right. Oh, you have like a surprising amount of health. All right. Bomb both of you. Everything over there hurts. I'm going to assume that this cat just kind of burns itself to death if I leave it to its own devices. I might burn myself to death as well. I'm jumping wherever I want. All right, let's jump here. Make a heal bot. And then finish off this tombstone so that it doesn't potentially summon things. There was a ghost inside. No big deal. So finish you off. Jump on you to temporarily take you down. And then I guess I can throw some nails at that. Oh, that just killed it. That ignore shields? That ignores shields. Nice. That's very good. Yeah, that cat over there is having a bad day. All right, you have 9. I will move to behind you. If I crit randomly, I don't. Hit you. And now I don't even need to use a melee attack on you. Cleric gets an extra turn. Maybe you get an extra turn. I don't know that you can hook that cat. I don't know that anyone is going to get to you immediately. I'll give you an extra turn and you can finish off the zombie cat. Hook you. You're going to light this on fire. Hit you for 11. And then I honestly probably just work on getting some pickups while that cat burns itself to death. 28 of 28, 20 of 20, 48 of 40. So everyone is at full health. I will just start heading this way to finish off that cat at some point. Oh, I could have cleansed that debuff. I don't think that matters. I think we're out of here right now. Alright, very clean fight. Everyone's at full, although I need to move some items back around. Okay, how does this work? Always craft a bomb at tech 1 or less. I, in theory, like the ability to inflict blind on, like, bosses. Sparks aren't bad, though. I'm going to take Sunburn. I think that just matters for bosses. Alright, so take Spring off of you, put Spring back on Cleric. And then I guess you can have a Catnip bag. Maybe you can have an all stats up. A strange mirror. Let's investigate it. Alright, it is just a normal mirror. No downsides. Oh, do these things have like 1 HP? Oh, that's hilarious. So 2 of those little ones just had 1 HP. Alright. Move. Pull towards me. 11 you. And then you die to poison. Seems great. Like, not a problem at all. So move on up. You have 8. I just crit on you. You're already dead as well. Great. How do I get coins? I don't know that I do. Can pull it closer. And then give an extra turn over here. With the explicit purpose of having you pick up 1 coin before all of the enemies die. I guess I can blow up a tombstone in case it summons. Yeah, we're so beyond good here. And all of my cats will just heal everything that they are currently hurt. Sometimes you randomly just hard counter a fight with an item or character you have, and that is a great example of that. Alright. Ooh. You can just make all physical damage increase. That's not bad. I am getting 11 mana per turn, which is enough to give someone else an extra turn every single turn, or enough to, like, bruise multiple times. I think for variety, I'm going to take the asteroid so that I have an offensive output move if I need it. Strong magnet. What do you do? Just pull. Sure. A strange egg. What's going on with it? Oh, I got depression. What does that mean? Oh, great. Thank you, egg. Mama maggot. This is another fight that gets hard countered by that poison item. As every one of these that spawns just has poison. Good stuff. Yeah. I think I buff myself up heavily here. Whack you for 14. I don't care about these things spawning. I do care when they grow up, though. That's inconvenient for me. Oh, this is hilarious. So I can move up here, attack you, effectively finish you off, and then remove the debuffs from my butcher. That rules so hard. Do I want to electrocute you as well? Sure. I will electrocute you as well. The poison item has felt very, very good to me. Like, has absolutely single-handedly hard carried a bunch of my runs. I have been very impressed by that item, and I'm always sad when it, like, breaks or whatever. I want the Butcher to get additional turns. The Butcher is just going to be cracked in this fight. I don't think I can get line of sight on the Butcher easily. Like, I don't think this is going to do it. Yeah, it's not. But I can pull you? Then get line of sight? Yeah. Oh, why did I get immobilized? Doesn't matter. I save it anyway. Ugh. Cool. So now I just get to keep binging, and my cleric can remove my debuffs in a minute. Oh, this is awesome. Yes, buff your maggots. Alright. Make a thing. I don't think I want to randomly start fires here. So let's just move on up to you. Just fully discharge all my mana into you. Throw a thing at you. Yeah, we're good there. And then these maggots can't do anything against the poison. Unless that happens. Alright. Now that's relevant. This is at 56. Let's cleanse the debuffs here. I heal for 6. I guess I can also cleanse this all stats down, right? Yes. So that doesn't immediately give max HP back. Whoop. I think I will heal that character back towards their maximum. I don't know that I need to do 3 to you immediately or anything. Yeah, so let's jump over here. I can get a critical hit from behind. Binge a bunch of times. Crash in for 25. Strunk. So I don't have 10 to give an extra turn to you. I can just meteor something. I don't know that that's better than an extra turn on the cleric. Let's move the cleric away from the thing giving it all stats down. Continue. There's 6. There's 12. I wanted to cleanse debuffs. I don't know if that matters more than doing this. The enemy in that? The enemy is not in that. Does that not heal me? Okay, that did heal me. I guess I just did my positioning slightly wrong the first time. Alright. That's fine. Alright, now those maggots get noticeable buffs. I think everything is still fine, though. Like, this thing is at 17. The Butcher will just kill it as soon as I get a turn. But man, that is a lot of enemy turns all in a row. And there's now some stuff in my way. A lot of stuff in my way. Humorously, all of those, like, little tumor prison things get stats down, technically. So I don't know how relevant that actually is. Yeah, spawn your maggots, that's fine. Make a thing. Throw at you. You are now dead on your turn. I'm not in range of any food or anything. But I can make a med bot that can maybe get a little healing. Or try to give you an extra turn and get you to heal someone else. Yeah, that seems good. Oh, I don't have line of sight because of this. Now it cost me 10 mana instead. Alright. Alright. Hit you with a stick. Oh, I guess the depression I have also gives my enemies stats down. Huh. I guess that's not strict downside then. Cool. Move over here. Do some healing. And then I can do AoE heals as well. And the boss dies to bleed at the start of its turn. And then these remaining enemies usually run away at that point. Alright, Cleric gets another turn. You're like way above your max, like normal maximum health right now. I don't know that I need to focus on you in particular. And then, in case it like costs me rewards, I'm going to go ahead and attack that unit. What else is alive? Oh, 2 little maggots over here. Sure. Hit one. I don't even need to hook it. Alright, very, very good boss fight. Alright, I get an upgrade. Add healing to this. I'm going to be spamming that anyway. That sounds great. Lately been watching your videos. Just wanted to say I really appreciate them. I love Legacy, but don't have time to play it myself these days with kids in the picture now. Well, great. I am glad that you're enjoying them. Legacy is fun busted right now, where the format is just bananas, but like there's a ban window not that far away, so we don't have to put up with it for very long. So, like, by the end of this period, we're probably going to be well sick of the Fantasticar. But for right now, it is kind of a fun puzzle to thread. Discharge stunning is cool. Nurse bot being cheaper is cool. Like, that makes it easier to put up multiple nurse bots for a boss fight. I think I am good with nurse bot being cheaper. I don't think I need to be buying flammable things right now. We can certainly do the hard path. This party is crushing. And what do you do? Will attack adjacent units with its melee attack when its backside is underground. Goes upside down when damaged. Got it. There's someone in line here. I want a 15 HP one or a 12 that I can take out. Let's take out a 15 one while I'm in the ground. This will give me +3. I can do this 3 times. That'll be 14, which is enough. Okay, cool. So be in tall grass for dodge. Pull you towards me. Binge a handful of times. Now I'm healing the like bonus max health that I get. And 14 effectively kills you since you are at 1 poison. This is great. Oh, you have frightened me. What does that do again? Move as far away from enemies as it can at the start of its turn. Inconvenient, but not the end of the world. The enemies being in tall grass, though, is annoying because they're going to have a decent dodge chance. Oh, I can just take the status effect off so I don't have to run away. Man, this cleanse ability is wild. People are healthy. All right. Let's make this ghost bleed. And then you're like an undead thing, right? Presumably this... Oh no, it would do damage to an enemy anyway. That's fine. But I can probably use heal as AoE damage. I think this is fine though. Can't wait for the ban announcement. You'll be receiving a Council of Reed's deck list the moment I'm not facing turn 2 deaths. That guy metal, absolute deal. I give the cleric an extra turn immediately. I can also work on just pulling some of these things or dropping a meteor. I think I'm fine giving the cleric an extra turn. Let's... You do something when you're underground. I can just finish off the ghost. I'll finish off the ghost so it doesn't get a turn at all. That's fine. I could light the grass on fire so that these things don't have dodge chance anymore. I'm in. Yes. So I can move up. I'm not in the fire. I can discharge you. All right, that worked out relatively well for me. And you're still on fire after getting out of it. Yeah, just, again, cleanse feels so strong. This is great. On the topic of, like, getting turn 2'd, the fair decks that I'm playing are in awful lot less fair than normal. Alright, so I'm not in range of that. So I guess I'm hooking you, finishing you off. I can jump to this food. Oh, it was on fire. Whoops. Oh well, I have 21 shield. Like, what are you gonna do to me? Craft. You're at 11, you're at 8. Hit both of you. Beautiful. You're borderline dead. I can walk into the fire and kill you. I don't really want to do that. You're not up immediately. I would like to deal 1 damage to you. It requires lighting myself on fire. All right. So make a med bot that will probably heal me. And then discharge to finish you off. The second portion of this fight went worse than I would have expected on average. I hope I am still, like, full healed going into the next stage of this fight. Alright, you need to take a little bit of damage. I can't meteor you twice, but I could pull you. You need to take 5 now. I can just end the fight. Or I can give the cleric another turn. The cleric would take 5, but could then heal other people. Let's just end the fight. Oh no, no line of sight. I have line of sight if here, or will the fire block it? Fire will not block it. Good. Alright, cool. I forgot about this one. Now, how do I maximize my time here? I would like to finish this off while also healing. I need 4 mana to discharge it. And then I probably heal you. Well, let's jump over here. Heal everybody over here. Oh, I guess I could just use this attack to finish it. That'll do. Cool. And this will die to its status effect on its turn. Good stuff. I can remove everyone's debuffs. I don't know that that's necessary. This only costs 3. The open wounds are just going to be an incredible boss killer. I have to worry about one of my units being controlled in the final fight, so I might just want to take the least offensive ability. I don't know what this does. This is new. Your basic attack has +2 knockback and a 10% chance to stun. That's awesome. Oop. Let's examine this. And found an item. I think this is my last fight before the final boss of this encounter. Alright, I am correct that the AoE heal ability would hurt the undead. Yeah, I kind of assumed as much. It feels like that would happen. This game, like, very much follows, like, old trope logic of enemy types and, like, class stereotypes and whatnot. So... Oop. I have to figure out why. Sometimes it blanks my screen for a second. I can certainly do 11. Let's go here. Hook you to me. And let's assume that I click this button every time I have the opportunity to click this button. Getcha. And now I have this AoE cleanse, so I can remove all of the stat downs when I am next to my other allies. Which is cool. Does anyone actually need healing? No. I will jump here, heal you, cleanse debuffs in an area. Doesn't successfully get everything. I could do AoE healing for 2 over there as damage. I don't know that I need to do that immediately. I get doomed. Yeah, we are not going to be in this fight for 3 turns. I am not concerned about that. Yes, thank you for wasting your actions on Doom. Alright. The Butcher getting extra turns is pretty good at getting rid of the 26 HP ones. Do I have line of sight on you? I do not. It would cost me 10 mana to do that. Am I okay with that? I'm probably just okay with that. I will move into the tall grass, give Butcher an extra turn, start moving a ghost towards me. Butcher can then binge a few more times, and the Cleric can undo that debuff. I'm not going to kill that enemy. But hitting most other things is a waste. I could jump here and hook this one and kill it. I'll do that. Have you had a chance to play the Spell Brigade yet? Best multiplayer roguelite I've ever played. No. Would you do me a favor and let me know what systems that is available for? My girlfriend and I really enjoyed playing... Oh boy, what's it called? There is a pixel art game where you are wizards. Wizards of Legend. We enjoyed playing that together a lot. So if there's other good multiplayer roguelike options, I am like in for that idea. So if things are available for Switch and we can play it on the couch, I might like super seriously look into that. Alright, do this thing. People are pretty healthy. You're at 21, you're at 20, you're at 9. Hit you for a bunch. What if we crit? What if we crit? Haha. Nice. You could give the Butcher an extra turn again. Why is the Butcher always just out of line of sight? Will that do it? Maybe? Oh, it doesn't. Steam and PS5. All right. That's okay. There's an asteroid. Now you are quite dead. Bash you with a stick. Random crit as well. Wonderful. I have mixed feelings about Vampire Survivors. I really, really liked the base game a lot. But then the item bloat just got so big over time as they added more content. And it also becomes a little bit hard to just tell what is happening anymore as that game goes on. Now I can just kind of AoE heal everyone to death, I assume. But Vampire Survivors is a great, like, couch co-op game. I enjoyed that a lot. But, like, once you have a ton of DLCs for it, the last minute or so is often just, like, pixel vomit. Well, the asteroid can bruise. I've never used Dexterous Hit. Ooh, Pass Plus can let me movement action. Whoa, the Mind Meld would give it plus 10 mana and an extra turn? Done. Absolutely done. That's so many buffs for the Butcher. Like, that feels ridiculous to me. All right, cool. Let's make out with a pile of maggots. What could go wrong? I have made friends. My friends will probably die to the poison that I make, though. I imagine. All right. So I need a weapon for the Psychic for this fight. Going to do bear traps. I need a weapon for you as well. Actually, maybe I don't. When else am I going to use this? All right. How do I feel about you having bonus mana? Pretty good. That's probably better than, like, bonus luck or anything else. All right. Good stuff. So, this thing's whole gimmick is that every time you try to attack it, it will dodge. And then after you kill it, it possesses one of your cats and you have to down your cat. I can, like, try to hook this, but it will just move. So I think I'm going to jump here. Hook this bird. Kill that bird. And just start binging. And specifically, I will not want this cat to down the boss, because this cat is going to be a monster. Like, it already effectively has north of 80 health. I don't mind Just using this. And, oh, you're gonna dodge even that? Rude. And then all these maggots that I have are just gonna die. I'll make a heal bot for later. I need to kind of pin this in between my units. And then body it. Alright. Cleric with extra turn and 10 mana. No. I think I want... I'm gonna have to move. Let's move here. Drag this onto me. Bear trap and potentially lock the cat in place if it dodges. Then bonus things here. You go, and I can binge a whole bunch of times and then have the cleric remove my debuffs, which sounds great. The hope is that you dodge into the trap. Yeah, you're now immobilized. So now I can jump over here and actually successfully hit you after binging a bunch of times. Crazy. This is now 20 base damage. Crit for 40. Get wrecked. Back-to-back crits. So I can cleanse plus remove debuffs. I can't quite get to the square that I want to get to. That's okay. I will heal you instead and just save some mana. Hello and welcome. It's a little different from energy. Heavier focus on cats, shall we say. Alright, so this thing can dodge now. Ideally, it dodges left, and I can kind of trap it in this pocket of my units. Try this. Okay, cool. So now I will try to cut off its exit. I really don't want to crit on this thing. It gets so problematic for me if I have to fight this 100 HP cat from hell. Maybe I don't attack. Maybe I just keep binging with this cat. Let the cleric remove the debuff. And someone else can finish off this enemy. Are these immune to poison? These didn't die. Crazy that those didn't die. Alright. I don't have a great turn with this character, because I don't think I have line of sight. I do have line of sight, but I don't know that it does me any good. I guess I can make room for someone else. Oh, that started a fire. Alright. Oh no, it walked out. Alright. Move. Bear trap. Can I pull the bear trap into the boss? Not the way that I want to. So let's go plus 10 mana, extra turn on cleric. Cleric doesn't get within melee range. Inconvenient. People don't need healing. People don't need healing. I guess I will just cleanse my debuffs. Guess I can cleanse the debuffs of this. This is going incredibly well, despite the fact that this is awkward here. I think you can dodge diagonally and get out of where I want you to be, right? Okay, you dodged into the bear trap. You're stuck there. I don't know that I want to do anything else other than cleanse debuffs. Alright, you have made friends that have 1 hit point. Oh, you took all 30 of my mana? That's so rude. Yeah, this is my first run that I've ever gotten cleanse in. It does feel bananas. I also expect that this will be my game of the year as well. Alright. So I am just trying to lock down as many spaces as I can to trap this unit. Like, probably I just do this as well. Then that locks you in place so that I can do this, or can you go diagonal? You did not effectively go diagonal. Try again. Didn't work. That's fine. Alright, now I just need to kill it with anyone other than this character, and fight is effectively over. I think so that doesn't happen. I just like go and mess up this tombstone. I can't jump on it directly. Oh well. Hit ya. Alright. No ghost in there. My now 4 healing robots will go. Spreading fire. Great work, team. So, bear trap behind. Move up, block tiles, attempt to get you. All right, you went into the cleric. That's fine. I don't have line of sight on people. I just need to body the cleric, I guess. That's fine. That shouldn't be too hard to do. The nurse bots now heal each other. Wonderful. Okay, that was kind of wild. Now these maggots will actually have something to do. They have just kind of chilled the whole fight, not really been able to do anything. They're kind of blocking my way, though. might be a multi-turn operation. That's okay. Jump this way. I could, like, drag it into one of my other cats for 2 points of damage. I'm just not going to sweat it. I might even just kill a couple of maggots here. I think they are more hurt than harm. I could spam Sunburn repeatedly. Sure. All right, you are at 4. So let's finish you off. Oh, I don't have line of sight. Sure. Actually, I can do it like this and not use my mana. So then this is out with 1 HP, and I just have to trap it. Extra turn. Bear trap. In maybe that spot. Then jump here. Work on driving it into a corner. Hook ya. You're in the trap. Oh, the trap just does it. Beautiful. Very easy boss fight. This Butcher is one of the stronger cats I've done. Just 130 health or whatever at the end, effectively. That's crazy. Yes, everyone having 2 health regen and 2 mana regen is awesome. I am good with that. Psychics can now learn Gravity Well. Butchers can learn Indigestion. Cool. Okay, someone who has played more. I don't remember whether I have the ability to go further in the Throbbing Domain yet. What do I need to go further here? I've sacrificed a cat before. Do I need some item that I am likely not to have yet? I have unlocked the lab. That is kind of my progression point. Okay, so yes, I need something, and I would know if I had it. Okay, so I have done the first 3 fights with Guillotina. So am I good to, like, continue on, and then will there be more content here now? Oh, I need the boss drop item from that. Okay, I did not do that this time. Thank you. Then we are going home. That was a great run. All right. Let's sort these. No! Now it's broken in a different sense of the word. All right. I don't need that. Not interested in that. I don't know that I need that. Into this. Into Angel Wing. I have plenty of weapons. I have okay number of hats. I'd like more necklaces, which I just don't have here. Yeah. This is something that I'm going to have to do. And, I have to do a lone cat run as well. Which sounds fun. Wait, where did this go? All right, the music as a whole in this game is just beautiful. I have really, really loved the soundtrack for this game. I guess I can keep a catnip bag as the last thing that I keep, or these. These are okay. Keep a catnip bag. All right, how are you all looking? Good vibrations is cool to pass down. I really don't want to pass down depression, though. I think I will send you on. You have some okay things to pass down, but 2 terrible stats. Well, no, I guess the base is a 4. Yeah, no, just letting me know it's a cool area is fine. This game goes deep. I'm, 50 hours in or whatever, and I'm still not very far in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna keep you. You have 3 4s. I don't know that it matters what your abilities are. Like, this was a very strong cat. But the base stats here are so bad. I think this was just Butcher is good, not anything directly related to this cat.
Thanks for listening, folks. Turns out leaf blowers are really
You were okay. I liked Armor Specialist. I would be happy to get that again on another cat. Alright, folks, I think I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you for everyone who hung out, watched a little Mewgenics, and helped me brew. Folks, I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back again sometime for streaming. Probably not next week. Next week, I'm expecting to focus on Pathfinder content quite a bit, but I would enjoy playing some more video games for you all on stream as a way to round out my week. Yeah, I know, at some point, like, I've just got to start working on the 7s. I have an empty room of my house that I need to, like, spend half an hour finessing cats and furniture around, and I just haven't had that time yet, but that is on my to-do list to do. Make a dedicated, like, breeding room and fighting room and whatnot. But that's a project for the future. Yeah, the brews will be spicy in this time before the Fantasticar is banned in Legacy. I can promise you that.